Greetings, boys and girls. I am Jack Dion from Seal Entertainment, and today I am here to do some writing with you guys. It's an idea I've had for a very, very long time, and probably a few years now. But just recently I was thinking on, I had ideas for tutorials, but instead I'm thinking on just writing and just showing how I do it, and just go from there. So, and this is going to be the first time doing this, so I don't expect it to go all that great. So the first thing is first, I use YWriter, and it's version 6. So, let's get the title going. Usually when I don't know what I'm going to write, I usually like to do something very clever, known as this. Yeah, untitled. And actually, since this is something we're doing, we can just call this, I still haven't thought of a name for this series, so I'm just going to call this Writing Series. Writing short stories, perhaps. Number 1. And then I'll go by this name, but I usually go by a different name. Actually, let's just go by that name. Yeah, we'll just go with this. Alright. Yep, create it. Finish. Yep, I know. Alright. So we have that. Ooh. I am going to choose how I'm going to do the genre, I believe, is by doing a randomizer. So, one moment for that, and I'll be back. Alright, so I'm going to write down a few genres that I can think of and find. So we have action. We can have adventure. Romance, I suppose. Fantasy. Mystery. I guess there is thriller, although I don't really like them. We also have horror. Oh. Sci-fi. And, vampire, werewolf. What about paranormal? No, I don't like ghost crap. And I guess vampire and werewolf is kind of a mix of fantasy and sci-fi, but whatever. And another one I thought of is humor. I don't really write humor either, so I might be choosing a few different ones. I might choose like up to 2 or 3, who knows. I'm gonna be back when I have all this stuff down, and because there's like subgenres for each of these that I'm gonna include too, because I like the idea of dark fantasy also, or high fantasy or stuff like that. So I'm going to include a lot of stuff. So I'll be back and you guys can not have to see that crap. Alright, so I am back and I have 20 genres. I didn't do all the subgenres of everything. I didn't do all the subgenres of everything because there wasn't much. And a lot of them are just mixtures of others, like rom-com is a mix of romance and humor, and science fantasy is a mix of sci-fi and fantasy, but whatever. So now we're going to do a randomized number, 1 through 20. So to do that, I'm going to actually get a randomizer number. Originally, I was going to get like themes or topics for this section right here and just choose that, but I couldn't really find any ideas and I couldn't think of any, so there'd probably be a lot more than 20 if I did that anyway, so. But whatever. So the very first thing I'm going to do is roll number 3 times and see what we get. Maybe 2 times. I don't know. I'm not going to be recording that because that'll be on my other computer, so I'll get that quickly and I'll be back. Alright, we got a 4, so that's dark fantasy, and I'm going to generate another one. So let's put an X on this, and then let's generate another one. A 6. Okay, let's do a third one just for fun. And we got 16. What the hell? That's usually what I write anyways. This isn't gonna be fun. I mean, it's gonna be fun for me, but I was hoping for something different because I pretty much write in the ones that it chose. I also write these two, and sometimes there's always romance in whatever I do. Alright, so that's that. I really was hoping for like a bunch of different topic ideas and such. I mean, I might still yeah, I think I will get a list of random topics and stuff like that. Alright, and I am back, and as you can see, I brought the 20 different genres down to 10, and then I brought a few of them over in here, and I have 36 topics now, so some of them aren't as exciting as the others, so since there's only 10 of these now, I'm thinking on doing maybe 1, 2 at max, and not 3 now, and since there's 36 of these, and I might add more to them, to the topic list eventually. But for now, this is what we have. So we have action, adventure, erotic, fantasy, horror, humor or comedy, mystery, romance, sci-fi, and thriller. And then for the topics, we have aliens, apocalypse, assassins, city, conspiracy, cyberpunk, cyborgs, dark, dating, detective, elves, epic, fairies, government, hacking, hospital, life, medieval, monsters, music, parallel worlds, pirate, post-apocalyptic, psychological, prison, school, space, superhero, survival, time travel, urban, vampire, villains, werewolf, wizards, and zombies. So we have a bunch to go through, so for now, I think I'll just, like I said, I'll choose 2 from this and up to 3 for this. Maybe 4, but I don't want to do too much. So once again, we're going to do the random number, and I'm keeping the ones that I have had before, but we'll see, what we get this time. Before we do that, I want to bring all of this down by 1. And I want to edit this all to make it look, nicer, I guess. So we're going to unbold it. And then maybe put the... I'm not sure, I might change it up every once in a while, but for now, we'll have this as 3. And then something like this at 4, maybe. Wait, did I hit that gray 4? And then hit the ones up here as gray 6. And here I'm going to write genre, but with 1 in instead. Should I? Yeah, that sounds cool. Alright, select all. Do that. And the ones up here should be bold. And also 12. And this one will be topics or themes or whatever you want to call it. But that's what I'm going to do for now. Yeah, that should be good for now. Okay, fun way to get rid of that. So there we go, now that's all white. There we go. And I can still do the random number from like 2 to 11 instead of 1 to 10. And just to do, I want to save this. Go to desktop and genres and topics. Might as well do that. Alright, so now I will get the random number. First from 2 to 11. Alright, and let's generate that. We've got a 9. So that would be this. And what else do we got this time? A 3. Damn. Okay, nothing fun. Nothing fun for the first time. And then we need it up to 37. So I wonder if we'll get superhero. That would be kind of funny. That'd be kind of interesting. Alright, 2 to 37. Alright, so first we have 17. Oh, this is going to be boring. For me. 9. Dark. What? Okay. And a third one, 33. Okay, well now we're getting to something. This could be something cool. Damn, I liked what I had before, but this is a little bit more organized, and I like to be more organized, so... Okay, so we're gonna do an adventure romance that is dark, like a dark romance maybe, or a dark adventure that takes place maybe at a hospital, or there's a hospital with it, and there's gonna be vampires apparently. So, yeah, that's well, I mean, I can write pretty much all this stuff. I just never included a hospital before. So, now that I don't usually do that, to be quite honest, because I already know exactly what I'm going to write. I have tons of stories, tons of series that I'm working on. That part I don't usually do, but the rest of this, you know, you'll see how it goes. And part of the reason why I'm doing this is trying to get back into writing, because I haven't written anything in a very long time. So let's go to project notes. So we got for genres, adventure and romance. Alright, and topics, yes. Alright. Topics. And let me see if I can remember them without looking. Dark, hospital, and vampire. Dark, hospital, vampire. Okay, cool. I actually got it. I remembered. So, so we know what we're going to be writing about. You know what also would be kind of cool is determine how the length. Like I said, this is the first time doing this, and it's probably going to be very weird. Very first time, but but I kind of like this idea, you know? So let's go with 1,000. Like, that's a set thing. It's going to be 1,000. I want the commas in there. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, so we're not going to have commas because apparently this program sucks. Okay, whatever. 1001. I have to at least try. That's how I do things. 2. Maybe something like 1250. I wonder why this one doesn't do it. And it's going to be word. And this isn't there. 1,251 to maybe like 1,500. Let's do 1000. I'll come back when I get this done. Alright, so I have it down, as you can see. I kind of changed it up a little bit, but yeah, we have 16 different word links to choose from. And so this obviously is going to be one. I'm not going to do 2 different random links, that would be weird. So, although I could probably just, I mean, technically I could just make it even more random and just do 1000 to 5000 and it would work. But this makes it a little more leeway that I can write in between these different word links. But to be quite honest, that's not very that one's not too difficult to do. Like 250 words each. I'll keep it this way for now, and if it just is a little too easy, then I'll change it next time. Alright, so we have 10. So this is going to be between 3000 and 3250 words. And so that's cool. There we go. So we got everything. I might add on to this as the videos go by, but for now I think this should be good. I mean, I could eventually do that for setting, you know, but alright. So, to be quite honest, I'm actually kind of having fun with the whole randomized stuff. So, I'm going to see whether I want, well, how the main character is. I'm just coming up with some ideas. And I have some ideas in my mind, but this is kind of fun, so I'm gonna actually keep going with it. So I'm gonna see what the main character is. The main character is Mel. Alright. So that's cool. So now I know who the main character is. I don't know why. I forgot what I was gonna do with secondary character. Because it's gonna be hospital, so I'm wondering if I should have the main character as a doctor or nurse, or if the secondary character is a doctor or nurse. Okay, so honestly, I'm gonna just do that one on mine. I'm gonna say it's the main character is not, because then I would actually have to know knowledge of that stuff or look it up, and that's not fun. So, not for me anyways. So, and this was supposed to be our both characters, you know, our both characters vampires, but I'll get to that later. So, I'm probably just gonna have the character as a vampire, but I don't know yet. So the randomizer put a no. So for now, I might just make it as a no, but I might change that if the story should change, you know. So Secondary character. Doctor, nurse. Hate when it does that. Oh, that's right, I was gonna do unbold. And just the top be bold. Alright, so Doctor or Nurse. That'll be interesting. I mean, I'm kind of thinking on doing Nurse, but, you know. Okay, that's what I got. That's good. Alright. Oh boy. So, this might be how I do it. I might do it this way. So, that'd be so funny if it was secondary, like, I got that instead. So, 2 to 4, generate. I got a 3 again, so I guess we're gonna keep the main characters not a vampire, and that the secondary is. Okay. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be very interesting. So the main character is male, secondary is female. The main character is not a vampire. I'm just going to get rid of those. So the vampire is the nurse, and that's the secondary character, and the male is, I'll come up with something else. Hospital, vampire. Obviously, there's going to be a romance between the two. And the dark is going to be something, I'm sure. Cool. So with that, let's make another note here. Main character now. Secondary character. Secondary character is female vampire nurse. Yeah. So for characters, let's make a new character here just for the hell of it. I'm going to make him his name. Alright, so I do have a name for him, and it's Aiden. And his full name is Aiden Sullivan. I spelled Sullivan completely wrong. Not as wrong as I thought. That's just supposed to be a U. Okay, Sullivan, description. I am gonna actually have Sullivan as something that's not on this list. So he's not gonna be an alien, he's not gonna be an assassin, he's not gonna be a conspiracy, he's not gonna be a cyborg or a cyberpunk, he's not gonna be a detective or an elf or a fairy or anything to do with the government or anything to do with medieval or monsters or music, or a pirate, or a superhero, or a villain, werewolf, wizard, or zombie. I'm gonna have him about Aiden is 25 years old. He's gonna be 6 feet 2, I guess. And he's gonna be 190 pounds. Actually, let's just make it a straight up 200 pounds. Slightly fit. Not too muscular, though. Might as well put that. I don't want to be too cliche, you know. What is he? I don't want to do cliche writer. But I think I will. A writer that had 2 bestsellers by age 22. I'm gonna make it that he's pretty much, this character has always wanted to be a writer, kind of like me, I guess. And he started writing when he was very young, and probably got his first book published when he was 18, and then the second one by like 22, or maybe he was 19. He's gonna be, so he's hasn't written or published anything. Wait, hasn't written anything in 6 years. 67. 6 years, so he wrote all these stories a long time ago. Or published anything in 3. He's basically trying to find himself again. That should be good. Alright, let's add another one. She's gonna be a major character too, but she's still a secondary. And she is gonna be about the same age, 24 years old. Looks 24 years old. Has been alive for 426 is the first number that popped to my head, so is a nurse, RN, registered nurse, at the City Hospital. Very mysterious. I don't got much for her. I don't have much. Like, all I have is that she's a vampire. I have to capitalize these. This is... So what do I have for, like... I forgot, like, what I had for him on that. Oh, it's all... Alright, let's copy this and put it here. And I'm gonna put her at 5 feet, kind of like 9. She's gonna be 135 pounds. First number that popped in my head again. Very fit, petite, I like that word, and slightly muscular. Basically, it's a bit different wording of what he is. Oh yeah, what about the other cool stuff, like, white hair. Should I do that? I'm gonna have her be, like, interesting. White hair with... Nah, I don't know. I'm going to have black hair with lots of white hair streaks. Basically, like, she was kind of traumatized, I guess, when she became a vampire or something like that. And white eyes. That's cool. And he... I should probably do the same there, because it's always better to do less work. I'm gonna have this guy with, like, kind of like spiky, dark brown hair. And green eyes. Yeah, why not? Oh, I thought of the year it takes place. So, the year is 2025, which makes our character here born 2000, and makes our character here born, I believe it was 1599. Alright, so I have a name for our character here. We're gonna go with Gabrielle, and Her last name is going to be Belrose. I'm not sure if I want to do it this version or that version. I don't know. It'd be funny if it was this one, because then she would have L here, and then it kind of at the beginning, Gabrielle, and but it's not pronounced Belrose. Well, I mean, it is, I guess, Belrose. I don't know. Either way works. Make sure this has... Alright. I think we have our characters. So this probably has taken a long time. I mean, I've been recording for about almost 3 hours now, but it's gonna be a lot of stuff edited down. So now we know where we're at. We know what year we're at. First month comes to my mind is August. 28th, 2025. Alright, so who should we start with? This is usually the hardest part of a story if you don't know what your story is. Usually when that happens is I kind of like to let the character, which one wants to tell the story more. 11:23 p.m. Should be good. And I think I'm gonna start off slightly cliche. I mean, it's a romance, so might as well. This is such a cliche beginning, I swear. Alright, I have decided to start this out something else. slightly. Alright, so we're on our way. It's really weird to like try to type and write and try to film it at the same time, because I feel like I'm not doing enough content. So it's like I'm trying to like type as fast as I can. I don't want to be like, oh, well, I'll do this later or something. I mean, there'll come a time when I kind of like stop writing. I want to do at least about half. So about 1,500 words around there. Like I'm writing, I'm kind of doing this as if it's gonna be some epic long novel, and it's gonna just be a short story, just 3,000 words. It's not even. It's in the short story spectrum, but technically that's like slightly bigger than a flash fiction, and those are at about 1,000. So I'm like trying to like leave out some of the details, because it's like I don't know. It's really weird. I never tried to write a 3,000 word story before. That's what I'm set for, but I'll see how it works out. I'll see if I'm able to like end the story there. Maybe I'll have to continue it on, and maybe this will just be like a chapter in a story. I don't know. It's just going interesting. I don't know exactly what I figured I was gonna do for the writing. It's kind of weird to like write, because you can't write and talk at the same time. I mean, I could probably, but I don't know. It's very strange. Basically, right now, I'm just going over the dialogue, which is always the easiest part for me. I mean, just writing what people say to each other. It's very a natural feeling for me. So there's always that, you know. I don't know. It's interesting. That's all I can say. Basically, at this part, it's just I'm finally getting to the part where they meet, and without outlining, without any of that crap, you know, I just go with what the characters want to say. You know, it's their story, really. That's how I feel. It's like I'm just trying to. I feel like I'm going a little bit with Alan Wake at this part. Maybe I'll steal a line. I almost got 1,000 words, and I think I've only actually been writing for about almost an hour. I used to write a lot more than I used to do. Like, nowadays I just can't write much. It's really weird. Alright, so I have literally finished the first scene. That's 825. I wanted to write about half. And I don't exactly know what else to write. I think the next scene I want is basically with kind of like a mix of two different things going on. And I don't know if switching point of views would work for a short story. It'd be something cool to do, but I just don't know. And let's start with normally. I would not have wanted to be in a place, place like this. I'm trying to make it into more of a dark thing. In many aspects, really. At this point, my video kind of messed up on me, so I still kept writing, though. I don't think I really noticed, honestly. I was just too busy writing. So this part is kind of a post voice, I guess. And yeah. So as you can see, I wrote a decent amount. And by the end of this, I had about 1,300 words, which I think was decent for the first try. Didn't quite get 1,500, but anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed this first video. I'm going to make sure the next part is better and quicker. Hope you all enjoyed.